Directionally challenged hiker here this Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. And yes, I am still at Cottonwood Creek Camp. My friend and I were supposed to head on down to the Colorado River today. There's a little route you can take. But the forecast was rain till about 7, 8 in the morning, and then some more rain at 1. Well, it is like 11:30 here, and we're having kind of like a very wet, pellety snow. Totally not what I expected, but wow. So I was telling her, hiking the Grand Canyon. Everybody asks, what's the weather going to be like in this month? It's a crapshoot. It was like in the upper 90s last Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we're going to be lucky if we see 50 today, and yeah. All right, now it is more rain than snow. I'm just sick of sitting in my tent. I sat in it for 14 hours from early yesterday evening until this morning. But I guess I'm going to stand up and turn around and just give you a view of the area since I'm out in it. All right, just a second. All right, so there is the view from our little camp area. We are just below the Tonto Trail as it cuts through here. So, yep, that is also where the best water is at this point. There are some small little pools and such up above. After you first kind of get down to near the creek level, there is a decent site. I stayed there several years ago, and then I just scrambled down the creek yesterday like a wild person because we'd had a little bit of snow, we'd had a little bit of rain, and wind, and I just wanted to get to camp. So I guess I'm just gonna take a little walk up here. Here is more of the campsite area. It's kind of, I feel like it's eroded. I stayed here, I don't know how many years ago now, one night at least. I did originally try to pitch my tent there, and it wasn't big enough. My stakes were going to be trying to be hung over like the little edge. But our water, I made sure to get water when it was nice out this morning, just so that I don't have to do that if we have more weather. We are holding out. The weather is supposedly going to get nicer as our backpacking trip goes on. We are heading over to Grapevine tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm heading up just kind of like the Tonto Crossing. I'll take you for a short walk up there to kind of give you perspective as to where I'm at. The Tonto Trail comes down on that side from the Hants Creek area. And then tomorrow we will be heading right and climbing on out the Tonto into the Grapevine area. So kind of cool. But yeah, it has been a wild ride. We went a short ways down the creek this morning, and I was a little bit disappointed because I feel like I have gone down farther in the past, and I think where I managed to like scoot down, it was just, there was too much of a risk of like getting wet. Like, I mean, just like our shoes, but with weather like this, you really don't want to get wet. So I'm just talking to the camera. I do need to make some more videos. I guess I could be doing that in the rain. There's a pretty decent little pool right there. And then here is what I would call the Tonto Crossing. So if you're in this area, there's some pretty good water right there. I am supposed to get my phone out and just kind of do that. But again, tomorrow we're climbing up that way. And then I'm going to turn around and look down creek a little bit. Yeah. And then there, that is, you can probably see the Tonto Trail on that side. And again, we came down from up there yesterday. It is in the clouds right now. I do feel like there is more snow than there was yesterday. Yeah, it's just, wow. This is April Fools, right? But anyway, I think I'm gonna head on back to camp. Maybe I will take you that short ways down, down the creek a little bit later this afternoon. So until next time, directionally challenged hiker. All right, so I am a short ways down from our camp area in Cottonwood Creek, and it has been a crazy day. A little bit of rain, some wind, some sun, lots of clouds, even some snow-like precipitation. Yeah, but I have been here before, definitely bound down to this area, and I know that I have gone below this, but I'm thinking I went down here last time and there's a little bit of water in there, and today was one of those days where you really don't want to get yourself wet, especially with all your clothes on. And yes, we've been wearing some layers today because it's been pretty cool, until that sun comes out, and then it is just like, wow. Heats you up pretty quick unless there's that breeze. But again, yeah, crazy day. The sun was shining at one point, nice and bright, and it was kind of like this snow stuff coming down on us. But yeah, some of the views here. We were hoping to get to the Colorado River, and with the weather prediction and the weather we came down in yesterday, we just decided that probably was not a good idea, at least for us. It's kind of a challenging, scrambling little hike to get down from off the Tonto Trail between Cottonwood Creek and Grandview. I've only done it once, and yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you a little bit of where I've been before. I am going to meander back up creek. Maybe I'll leave you on for a few and just, I don't know. But it is pretty. It's just kind of crazy for this 3rd of April, at least in my opinion. Again, last week, man, they were smoking hot here, upper 90s. I mean, not that I wanted that, but I don't know. Don't want to be freezing my backside off either. But the creek is flowing nicely. And yes, I think the better pools of water are down below the Tonto crossing. So yeah, if you're planning on heading down here anytime soon, that is where I would go. Yet, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of awesome campsites. I mean, we are in one, and a couple of guys stayed just down creek from us last night, but it would have been hard to set tents up in it. I mean, they did manage. But yeah, feel like it's changed up a little bit since I've been here last, but that does happen. I mean, we've had a few summers probably since I've been here where there's been lots of rain, and we had that one winter with a lot of snow where the North Kaibab was actually kind of closed down for a while because there was so much trail damage. A nice little pour off here and an awesome tree, and yeah. But I'm gonna meander it back up to camp. It is probably around 4:30, and since it is cold and possibly some more rain coming in, I'm probably gonna eat my dinner. And then if I have to, I can hole on up in my tent. And I have no idea how this footage is, but there's a patch of blue framing that tree. So I will leave you with that. Until next time, directionally challenged hiker. Not too many photos again today as the weather. It was always threatening rain, and yeah, When I did have the camera out, I was ready to protect it with a rain jacket at any time, but I don't know. Even though the weather was a bit crazy, I mean, again, those clouds, they just make for some spectacular photos, and had a little bit of fun with macro there. Um, yes, stuff was in bloom and water droplets on the lens. Yeah, that happens when you have the camera out in the rain. But again, not exactly what we had planned, but still beautiful, still amazing. Yeah, campsite here. I had a little bit of fun taking pictures of the campsite. Awesome little spot. Well, directionally challenged hiker here this Thursday, April 4th. Oh my gosh, what? 3rd? It's the 3rd.